Pictured here are Gene Hackman, his wife Betsy, and two of their dogs. The surviving dogs. There was a third dog that died last month in the home, along with Gene and his wife Betsy. Now, we've been talking about this, and there have been investigations about Betsy and Gene and exactly what happened and how they were both found to be dead. And today the ultimate investigation was wrapped up, and it's really very sad. They were deceased not at the same time. She died first of hantavirus pulmonary complications, where she died, and he had advanced Alzheimer's, so possibly was not even aware of the fact that she was laying dead there, and he was alive for like another week until he just died of natural causes. Gene was 95, he had heart disease, and he was like, not eating. He hadn't eaten, like she was his caregiver. So, and one of the dogs was recuperating from a operation, and that dog was in a crate. So of course that dog died because it was not tended to for many, many days. Many days. Hantavirus is a really weird disease that you get from inhaling mouse droppings, and it's really dangerous and really fatal. It was a freak thing, and I'm very sorry that this happened to you guys. Mm-hmm. And they're saying this is how they want to be remembered. And John, yeah. Hygiene. Well, this is a cautionary tale, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And don't isolate yourself. No matter how private you feel you need to be with your life, it could really turn around and bite you and your dog in the ass. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of people are really moved by this story, mostly for the dog. It's like an unsaid thing, like that poor dog. Mm-hmm. And Lena, we know you take something like this especially hard. I know you loved me as an actor, and I think as a soul. Yes, Gene, I do. And you don't blame me. I know you don't. No, I don't. I don't blame you or your wife. This was a weird thing. And Betsy was doing an incredible job taking care of all of you. And it just happened so quickly, and she just was not planning. She was only my age. She was not planning on dying. But she did. And you're 30 years older than her with advanced Alzheimer's. The dogs were depending on you. I mean, on the day of her death, she was shopping for dog food and running around and going to CVS, and everyone saw her in town. And then, her heart, that's what that hantavirus affects. You can go into complete cardiac arrest, like it's if it's untreated or undiagnosed. So sorry. So the takeaway here is, like Gene was just saying, the isolation thing. You got to make some. If you're in charge of these little souls, especially the animals, But then again, in Jean's case, if you're in charge of an Alzheimer's patient, and Betsy, again, I'm not blaming her, right? But these were millionaires, and they should have had someone checking in on them every day or every other day. Just a friendly face. Come in and, hey, everybody good? Okay, see ya. And then you can go back to your isolation, right? I mean, I know it's easy to do, so have somebody like that in place if you're a multimillionaire, absolutely. And woulda, coulda, shoulda, all right, that's over with. We can't worry about that now. They're all crossed over, and their surviving dogs are in good care and acclimating to life without them, and probably will get the very best of care and for the rest of their days. It's traumatizing what they went through, losing their owners like that. Again, my heart is aching for the whole situation. And John, you wanted to say what? That because, oh, right, okay. Because the one thing that has come from this and that will come from this is attention being paid to the precautions that need to be made in order to protect yourself and your animals in the case of such an emergency. Sometimes you're just not going to have control over whatever the situation is. But go ahead, Gene. You're trying. You want to say something? I know that you have gone out of your way to make up a will to provide for your animals because it is just you and Christopher, right? Living down here in this apartment, it is just you. And I know I know all about you, Lena. I know, Gene. Please, thank you for your concern. Just please relax. Everything's okay now. Everything's all right. God doesn't let his children suffer. There is a lesson to be learned from this, and people will pay attention, and further misery will be averted in other families and with other isolated couples like ourselves, me and Betsy, and our animals. There will be more and more cases of tragedies averted because of this episode in our lives served a purpose and will continue to serve a purpose. Thank you for allowing me to come through. And I'd like to say I'm sending so much love to everyone. I feel your love and concern. And Xena is here with us, our little dog. Yes, my heart breaks. My heart breaks. But it'll be okay.